The Clarion-Clipperton Zone, or CCZ, looks like an underwater desert. It stretches across 1.7 million square miles of the Pacific. It's bigger than India, almost 2 miles down. Cold, dark, pressure that would crush any living organism. Or so we thought. In 1968, a Soviet submarine carrying nuclear missiles sank in the Pacific. The Soviets couldn't find it. The US government wanted that sub. The CIA launched Project Azorian to locate the sub. They needed a cover story. Deep sea mining fit perfectly. Eccentric billionaire Howard Hughes built a massive ship. They called it the Glomar Explorer. The public thought it was a mining vessel. It wasn't. Its only task? Recover that Soviet sub. The crew spent months searching for it. On March 8, 1974, they found it. But they also found something else. Something far more important. The seabed was covered with strange metal-rich rocks called polymetallic nodules, each one about the size of a softball. To maintain cover, they actually studied the nodules. They weren't expecting to find anything unusual. That's when a simple recovery mission became a scientific breakthrough. These aren't ordinary rocks. They're ancient. A single nodule takes millions of years to form. Some are older than the oldest forests on Earth, older than the dinosaurs. They've been sitting on the ocean floor for millions of years, silently generating electricity. Each nodule generates about a volt, not much on its own. But they don't exist alone. They form vast fields, billions of nodules clustered together, connected through seawater, like batteries wired in series. Their power multiplies. The CCZ has about 21 billion tons of nodules. This could generate about 20 megawatts, enough to power a small city. Unlimited clean energy. Fast forward to 2022. Marine biologist Andrew Sweetman was studying seafloor ecosystems. His sensors detected oxygen where none should exist. Not just trace amounts, the levels tripled in just 2 days. His team confirmed the nodules generated electricity, strong enough to split water molecules, to produce oxygen in total darkness. The scientific community was shocked. The Pentagon wasn't. The CIA kept their research classified for decades. And the reason was simple. These metallic rocks have electromagnetic properties useful for weapon systems, for power generation, maybe even gravity manipulation. But there's a bigger mystery. Oxygen, water, and electricity are fundamental to life. These nodules might be the original source of Earth's oxygen, the original spark for life. And if they exist on Earth, they exist everywhere else. On frozen moons with underground oceans, on distant planets orbiting distant stars. NASA knows this. They're already redesigning their alien life detection instruments. Their next mission to Europa won't just look for microbes. It will look for electric rocks, for dark oxygen produced without sunlight, on a moon hundreds of millions of miles from Earth. Europa, Jupiter's sixth moon, is covered in ice. It's 390 million miles from Earth. It's also the best place in our solar system to look for alien life. Why? Because under the ice is a vast, dark ocean. It's been there for billions of years. It's 100 miles deep, 10 times deeper than any ocean on Earth. But does Europa have polymetallic nodules on its ocean floor? The answer is almost certainly yes. Until recently, scientists thought finding life on Europa was a long shot. No sunlight penetrates the ice. There's no photosynthesis, no oxygen. But the dark oxygen discovery changes everything. Europa orbits Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system. Jupiter's massive gravity creates enormous tidal forces. It squeezes the moon, makes it expand and contract. This creates friction. Friction creates heat. Heat keeps Europa's ocean liquid. These conditions are perfect for mineral formation on the sea floor. But there's more. Radiation from Jupiter bombards Europa's surface ice. This triggers radiolysis, radiation splitting water molecules. This works in liquid water and solid ice. In 2024, Russian scientists proved radiation creates oxygen in Antarctica's ice. And if it happens in Antarctica, it happens on Europa. And on Enceladus, Saturn's sixth largest moon. And on countless other ice-covered moons and planets throughout the universe. This changes the math for alien life. Our galaxy has about 40 billion Earth-sized planets in the Goldilocks zone. Not too hot, not too cold. Places where water stays liquid, where plants could grow, where sunlight could produce oxygen. But that only counts planets where photosynthesis works. If we include worlds with dark oxygen, that number jumps from billions of planets that could contain life to trillions. The dead zones of the universe could be filled with life. NASA's developing equipment to detect electricity on distant worlds, to find metallic distributions on alien sea floors, to detect electromagnetic fields from natural batteries. The James Webb Space Telescope can't see these things directly, but it can analyze atmospheres, detect chemical imbalances that might indicate dark oxygen at work. Polymetallic nodules don't just produce electricity. They split water. They generate oxygen. And on Earth, wherever there's energy, water, and oxygen, there's life. But any organisms evolved to use dark oxygen and this type of energy would be unlike anything we'd recognize. They wouldn't use DNA as we know it. They would form a shadow biosphere, hiding in plain sight for billions of years. We've been searching for alien life in all the wrong places, looking at planets bathed in sunlight, planets like Earth. But we missed something obvious. Most of space is dark and cold, far from stars. If dark oxygen exists throughout the universe, life could be almost anywhere. So we're probably not alone, and we probably never were.